Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is a Wednesday, July 22nd. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and let us be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, man, good morning to you all. This is another day, man. We are back. Pregame playlist is here, man. The pregame playlist is here, man. It has been a night for your boy. Since we got off yesterday, bro, it has been a day for me, like literally a full 24 hours, bro. Just everything happening in the house, bro. It is, oh man, it has been one. Just to give you some backstory, I didn't even know I was gonna be able to do this show this morning, but we pushed through and we made it happen, man. It has been a lot of things going on behind the scenes with me personally, man. But good, by the grace of God, we are here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all, man. I hope you all feeling good. Hope you all feeling great, man. I keep you in on what's happening, what's been going on, man. So Sunday, let me just give you my thoughts on it. Sunday, we had our water heater out at home, and so we called somebody to come and take a look at the water heater, and they called somebody to give us an estimate. Then we called somebody, and they actually came out and took a look at it for us and gave us an estimate. Gave us a better deal, not a lower number, but a better deal, and ended up right now they're actually repairing the water heater, replacing the water heater right now. So, turn all the water off in the house, turn the water off to the water heater. Water heater's leaking. And I'm like, all right, that's, when it pressurizes, overflowing is bad, it's going to leak out. All right. So we start getting some water inside the house. Not a lot of water, but just water. And I'm like, all right, cool, it is what it is. But it's only in like one or two certain spots. It's not in the whole house. It's just in one or two certain spots. And so look around and we're trying to figure out what's going on. The water to the water heater is off. So it shouldn't be getting any water. So it shouldn't be any water just flowing from that. All right. Last night, still see water coming up out of our slab and our floor and like below the baseboards. And I'm like, yo, the water heater's gone. They came and took the water heater off yesterday. Took it out yesterday, and now they are back this morning to replace it. But there was still water coming from the house. Like I had to turn off all the manifold in the house, turn off every single line that goes to every single thing. I went out to the road and turned off the main water switch from the road to make sure, because the numerical thing on our digital scale kept going up. So when I turn it off, it stopped. So that basically told me that we have a leak somewhere in the house. Is what we have. There's a leak somewhere in this house. It is somewhere between the manifold that's on the wall near my garage and somewhere where the water meter is to the road. Man, we have not had water for about 24 hours. So we're drinking water bottles that's just in the refrigerator. Man, it has been a day, and we're still trying to figure out what is leak at. And so now we are calling for more people to come see if they can detect where this potential leak is in our house with this water, man. Man, it has been actually 48 hours. But because we was going through this problem yesterday while the show was going on, but it was all good. But man, we finally, I don't know, we haven't finally got it because we're still waiting on them to come out and do the leak detection and see where this leak is at. And hopefully they don't come doing the show. Because if so, I'm going to cut the show short today. But if not, we'll be able to push through, and then hopefully we'll be able to get that thing done and right. But man, check y'all water heaters, man. If they leaking, check y'all water heaters, man. Check the date on the water heaters. Check when it was last inspected. I was get your water heater flushed every year. because when they flushed out our water heater, it was so much dirt and just black. Ooh, it was just so dirty, just dirty water inside. Man, I'm telling you, man. Y'all, man, do what y'all got to do, man. I'm telling you, man, this right here, I don't wish this on nobody because it's just tedious. That's what it is. It's just tedious. Oh, but that's been my day. How's y'all morning going? That's the question. How is you all's morning? I hope you all's morning is going great, man. So, and that's what we're gonna do here, man. Today, man, we're gonna talk DeBoer, we're gonna talk Elko, we're gonna talk Pete Golding is what we're gonna talk today, as well as, man, we're gonna talk some Auburn football a little bit as well, and then of course we're gonna hit up our guy. Hopefully we can get Dustin on, so we can get Dustin from SEC Media Days. He is in Tampa right now as well, and then of course in the second hour we're gonna talk about the SEC identity crisis. The SEC identity crisis. Is there identity crisis in the SEC? I don't know, man. We'll take a look and see. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all know what time it is. This is the pregame playlist. We're going to slide out this thing for a little bit, and we're going to get this thing started with a little bit of summer run. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Good morning.
Some nights turn to legends. We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit beat, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass roll. We outside on a summer run. No breaks now, we ain't never done. Hands up high when the moon come. We the ones, yeah. We the ones. We the ones. We the ones. We the ones, yeah. I've been locked in, had to level up. Dark nights, now we shining up. Every loss turn to pressure, man. Now the whole team going federal. Chain swing when I move through. Same pain turn to new fuel. Took a risk, made a lane, now then now the whole world see the view. I don't sleep, I just chase it. Real life, no fake it. Yeah. If I said it, then I meant it. Not a dream, looking space. We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit deep, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass roll. We outside on the summer run. No breaks now, we ain't never done. Hands up high when the moon come. We the ones, yeah. We the ones, yeah. Yeah. Came from nothing, I feel different. Same hunger, just a bigger vision. Every move got intention now, no luck. Yeah, we really live it. 808 hit like a heartbeat. Whole crowd jumping to the same beat. If you feel it, let the hands rise. It's a moment, not a plan B. We don't fall, we don't panic. Turn losses into advantage. Yeah. Every summer we leveling up. Now the vibe feels cinematic.
We came too far now.
For now,
Can't slow down, no way.
no way.
All this pressure made diamonds.
Diamond.
Now we shining all day.
We outside in the night mode. City lights.
Don't be shy, hit subscribe, because this is the best playlist in your ears. It's the pregame playlist.
You want a solution to protect your family in a moment of crisis. Freddie Metro provides those solutions to protect your family and build real wealth. Serving Alabama and Georgia with trusted advice you can count on. Call him today at 678-870-4001. Freddie Metro, protecting families, building legacies.
Oh, you feel that? Midnight. Walking, now they turning their heads. Glow so bright, got 'em watching my steps. Bass Feel it all in your chest. You ain't ready for the way that I flex. I don't chase, I attract, understand. When I move, yeah, I'm taking command. Whole room locked when I lift up my hand. You step close, now you're part of the plan. Yeah, watch me. Hold up, wait, take time. Feel that heat, don't cross that line. Right there, don't lie. You ain't felt nothing like this vibe. Take time, don't lie. I got that midnight energy. Got you begging just to be with me. Lights low, but we don't sleep. You the rhythm, I'm the beat. Yeah, midnight energy. Hands all where they wanna be. One touch, now you're stuck on me. You the rhythm, I'm the beat. Energy on me, we don't sleep. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. Beat, 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 beat. Yeah. Beat, 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 beat. Yeah. Beat, 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 beat. Yeah. Slow burn, but I set the pace. Take control, yeah, I lead the way. No breaks when I'm in that space. Pull you in, now you can't escape. Say my name, let me hear it clear. Turn it up, let it hit your ear. We too close, got you right here. No one else when I interfere. Say it louder, don't stop, stay close. Feel that fire, feel it in your bones. Right there, that high, we ain't coming down tonight. Stay close, don't stop. I got that midnight energy. Got you begging just to be with me. Lights low, but we don't sleep. You the rhythm, I'm the beat. Yeah, midnight energy. Hands all where they wanna be. One touch, now you're stuck on me. You the rhythm, I'm the beat. Let's go. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Don't say it twice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Don't say it twice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Talk to me nice. Say it with your body, don't say it twice. Don't say it twice. Left, right, we move in time. Feel that pressure, yeah, that's mine. Don't let go, I can feel it in my soul. Take you high, lose control. When I drop, I take it high.
Get your morning started. Yeah, with the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Man, normally, right here at this point in time, we go into the pregame post, but I got Dustin coming live from SEC Media Days, man, and we're gonna sit here and have a little conversation about what's happening at SEC Media Days. Dustin, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Can you hear me, Dustin? Can you hear me? I don't know if Dustin can hear me.
Nick, I can't hear you, brother.
You can't hear me. Okay, hold on one second. Let's see if we can get this thing fixed here. All right, we're gonna turn it off. What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's just real glitchy. You're froze on my screen. Am I coming through clean?
Yeah, you're coming through. You're coming through pretty clean on my end. Yeah, you coming through pretty clean on my end. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check and make sure everything is good over here with us.
Yeah, you're just frozen on my screen. I can barely hear you, bud.
All righty. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. All right. We're just making sure. Let me get you, I'm gonna get you to go out and come back in. All right. All right, we're gonna get this thing working out. But we got Dustin from SEC Media Days. We wanted to see if we can get him to give us an update of what's going on there. And what's going on at SEC Media Days, man. We want to see want to speak with him since he's there in the midst of everything, man. We wanted to holler at him instead of doing the pregame post this morning. We was gonna see if we can get that, see if we can get him to get that done for us. I think we got him back in. We're gonna test it out again, see if we get See if we can get a better connection right here. All right, Dustin, can you hear me now? We hear Dustin pretty well. We hear him clearly.
Yeah, you just sound real T-Pain, real auto-tune.
Oh, real auto-tune-ish? Okay. All right. It might be on my end then. So let me do this. Dustin. Let me do this. I'm gonna because we're trying to work on this live right now on the screen. So he's saying we sounding good. If you're in the chat, can you tell us what you see? Like he's saying it's glitchy on his end. I just want to make sure that we're good to go. I want to get this conversation about what's going on at SEC Media Days with Dustin and see exactly how it's going. It might be an internet issue on his end, but we're gonna see exactly what it is that we can do to make that thing right. But we wanted to talk and see get Dustin's perspective of what's going on at SEC Media Days currently in Tampa right now. He is there actually covering it live for the Up Tempo and I believe the War Report Network or Auburn Express TV, excuse me. So that is where he's at. And Auburn went on the podium yesterday. And Alex Golis has some words. Alex Golis had some really good had a really good soundbite. He was asked a question about what are the goals that you have for this program and this team. And he came back and said that he doesn't set goals. He set standards. All right, here we go. He doesn't set standards. I think we got Dustin ready to go right now. Let's see if we can get him up. See if we got everything sounding good. Dustin, can you hear me now?
I got you good now, buddy.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Dustin live from SEC Media Days in Tampa, Florida. Dustin, what's going on, my guy?
Oh, man, down there having a good time, buddy. Every Auburn fan's favorite coach is currently on the stage, one Kalen DeBoer, buddy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we looking at him right now on the screen, listening to him, seeing him talk. So, man, what's the vibe? What's the vibe at SEC Media Days right now, man? What's going on? What's the vibe?
Well, let's start off here. In terms of host location, I apologize to all of our listeners from the ATL, but Tampa clears.
Whoa.
Tampa absolutely clears, Nick. There's beautiful beaches, beautiful women, beautiful weather, good food.
Okay. All right.
Good
okay.
time.
Location's dope. Location's dope. It's supposed to be they're going back to Nashville next year.
For sure.
According to Greg Sankey, they're going back to Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville's a beautiful city. Got no problem with Nashville. If you come down to Tampa, Florida, with your significant other, just be careful.
Be careful. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Careful. That's what he's telling you. And they on Water Street too. Right by that. Right, they on Water Street. Yeah, right. I'm just saying, if you're near the water, pretty sure you're gonna find a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of work down there on the water. Let me stop.
We're gonna get in trouble right out the gate.
Inside of SEC Media Days, man. What's going on inside of SEC? Coach Alex Golis was there yesterday. You had Kirby Smart there yesterday. Who else was there yesterday? You had Clark Lee that was there yesterday, and Shane Beamer. Yeah, was there yesterday. What was the vibe around Auburn, man? What are people saying about Auburn after Auburn left? What is the word that people are saying?
Man, so going back to last year, if you remember the time frame, that was shortly after, a couple of weeks after Auburn's previous coach had made a comment about, we know we got to make a bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
So he came in and tried to be more, we're going to make a run at the playoffs and all this, and it just didn't feel real. And not only did we feel that on the Auburn side of things, but the other SEC media was like, man, it felt like he kind of was told he had to say this to try to save face. You fast forward a year now, and it feels real, Nick. It really does. This feels like the real deal. And, like I've been saying on the show the last couple of weeks, Alex Golis just knocked the offseason out the park. Mm-hmm. He's completely gained my trust on all the things he can gain my trust on off the football field. So now it's obviously just about putting the wins together. I think one of the really, really big takeaways from yesterday, like obviously Alex McPherson telling me that he's been kicking field goals from 60 yards. That's pretty nice. So he's back to full strength, man. He's good to go, and that'll be a big time plus for Auburn. My big takeaway was when asked about quarterback Byron Brown, he said, and he's been with Byron for a while, he said that this is the most confident he's ever seen Brown. And then when Brown stepped to the podium, he said the same thing. He said, I'm as confident as I've ever been, and it's because of check this out, Nick.
Okay.
It's because they threw everything they could at that offense in the spring practice. They told DJ Durkin, let the dogs off the leash, let them boys eat. And Gola said, I knew when I did that our offense was going to struggle. I knew when I did that they were going to beat us more days than not. I knew that Brown was going to have bad days with allowing DJ Durkin's defense to go 100%. But here's the flip side of that.
Okay.
He said, as it's gone on, as the offseason has progressed, he's never seen Byron Brown more confident in his own skin in terms of being a leader and in terms of on the football field. So very much that whole trial by fire thing, that iron sharpens iron thing. It just feels like that elite level of competition that if you go back and watch, like think about the Florida days with Urban Meyer, the Nick Saban days with Alabama, it feels like that's kind of what's going on in practice every day. Everybody's trying to get the best out of each other. So really, man, it just feels real. It feels tangible. And I walk away from this saying that, and to a point that you make often about process-oriented thinking, Alex Golesh really believes that. He's really trying to establish it. And then we spoke with Champ Anthony, Byron Brown, and Alex McPherson yesterday, and they all kind of echoed that. And that was a nice change to see all the players kind of singing the same tune. Alex told me, he said it's really cool for him as a kicker because a kicker's mindset has to be process oriented. He said, I can't think about the kick I just made, and I can't think about the kick that I just missed. I have to come out and focus on my next kick. I'm only as good as my next kick. And now he's talking about kind of stepping into his role as a team leader. McPherson's been participating in workouts.
Yeah.
He told Golesh, I'm a football player, not just a kicker. I want to run with the boys. So you're really kind of seeing this competitiveness from the guys. Champ Anthony talked about, we got a lot of dogs in that secondary, and everybody wants to be the best. Everybody's fighting for a spot, so it's kind of bringing the best out of Champ, out of New Boy, out of Eric Winters, and all those guys. So competition, man, real competition. Probably heard Golesh say the word details 30 times today.
Okay.
And I don't know if I heard Auburn's previous coach use the word details 30 times in 3 years.
I was just about to say that.
So, yeah, man.
I look at it, man. Man. Golesh was asked the question. We're gonna talk about this tonight on the show. On the show tonight. This is gonna be one of our talking points because I thought it was a soundbite, and I'm gonna get your thoughts on another soundbite that happened on Monday as well. But Alex Golesh was asked a question about the goals that he wanted to set for this season. Yeah. He was like, I don't set goals. I set standards. Is what he basically said. What's your thoughts on that, man?
It's cool hearing him elaborate on it because he said if you set a goal and you reach it, you feel like you've accomplished something already and you slack off. He said that's not the way to build a winning program here. Like, we're going to have a standard that we hold ourselves to every day, and then everything that you would line out as a goal, you're going to reach it. Or you're going to at least be doing the right things to get to it. So you're just looking at a coach that's really young in his career, that has a good pulse on the current state of college football. And he's not a guy that's on his second or third big job. And, he's here, man. He's ready to kind of make a name for himself. And look, we're going to hear from Summerall today. We've yet to hear from Silverfield from Arkansas. But as I've kind of delved more into all of these guys coming from the American Conference to the SEC, I think all three of them are going to be successful in one way or the other. Not to get too far off on the Arkansas thing today. That'll depend a lot on the resources that they give their head coach and how serious they are about it. But if they give him an opportunity, I think he's going to win football games there. So I think that Arkansas, Florida, and Auburn all made really, really good hires. And I really couldn't be more impressed with the way Alex Golesh has handled this whole thing. When you talk about Byron Brown, he's just a leader, man. He said something very interesting, Nick. He said that when he got hurt a couple years ago, he said that's when Alex Golesh really, really invested in him.
Okay.
He said Golesh was already on my side. We already had a great relationship. He said when I got hurt, Golesh came to me and said, listen, we're not moving on in the portal. We're not giving up on you or anything like that. And he said that Golesh showing him in that tough time, season-ending injury, that I got your back. You're still going to be my quarterback in the future. You fast forward 3 years later, and he's taking him to Auburn to be his starting quarterback. It's his first time gig as an SEC head coach. So that relationship's real. It's not just one of those things where I'm good in your offense, so I'm sticking with you. You know, like they got real love for one another. And I think that you're really looking at Golis he's probably said this 15 times this offseason. Auburn will be at its ultimate peak. Auburn will reach its ceiling when we become a player-driven organization, when the players are driving the program. And listening to these three guys talk yesterday, I can't speak for the whole locker room, but those three guys are doing everything that they can to get this to where it needs to be. You know, over the previous years, a lot of what you've heard is we want to get Auburn back to where Auburn needs to be. What I heard yesterday was we're going to get Auburn back to where it needs to be. It feels real, man. It feels real.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And if you feel that way about those three players, and those are the players that he chose to bring, and those are the leaders on the team, then hopefully it is disseminated down to the team.
And I want to say this, Nick. A lot of people had the questions about, and we asked them about bringing a kicker. There's just not a lot of kickers that are going to be here at media days. A lot of people thought maybe it's the story, you know, like it's a good thing to kind of push the story and all that. Is it we brought a captain from each unit, from each phase of the game? Doing some digging here, you know, from what I've heard, the thought process on this was more so we want our football team to emulate Alex McPherson's personality.
Okay.
We're going to tell our football team in the fourth quarter that you're going to face adversity. It's going to get tough, but you're going to have to overcome it, and it's just not going to be easy. How bad do you really want to be in those moments? How bad do you really love this game? Do you really love this game? Do you really want to play? And Alex Golis wants his entire team to kind of emulate the mindset that Alex McPherson has. And I thought that was really interesting.
I like that. Like the motif, the reasoning behind doing it. I like that. I'm gonna get your thought process on these two things real quick. What is your thought process on the narrative that Kirby Smart had yesterday going around SEC media days? And what narrative are you taking from what he was saying from being there? And then two, the other soundbite of the week so far is Will Stein from Tennessee. From Kentucky. He was asked the question of why do you think you can win big at Kentucky? And his question was, because of me, to be honest, because of me. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't get a whole lot of Kirby Smart yesterday because we were so busy with Auburn. So you're gonna have to kind of let me know what went on with that. In terms of Stein, I wasn't there in the room when he went. I walked away impressed. Listen, it kind of gave me those Clark Lee vibes. Everybody got made fun of Clark Lee when he said we're going to try to compete for championships at Vanderbilt, and then he went 10-2. Now look, I mean, they didn't make the playoffs. You know how I feel about that. I think they got hosed, but everyone laughed at him when he said that. And then they go around and they go 10-2, Vanderbilt. So one thing that is really interesting about Kentucky is Kentucky has made. This is why I said what I said about Arkansas. Kentucky has made the decision. We are going to put the resources into football to compete in this conference. And if they're going to give Stein the necessary resources, man, I can see it working out. What other mindset is he supposed to have? What else is he supposed to say up there on that stage? So do we look at it and we go, Kentucky? Oh my goodness. I get it. This is a new day and age of college football. And last year, Auburn didn't do anything. Florida didn't do anything. But a team like Vanderbilt goes 10-2. A team like Ole Miss made a deep playoff run. So this is just not the college football that we grew up in. And if Kentucky is going to provide the resources to Stein, very similar to Golis. You know, I can't call it as what it's going to be on the field until we start seeing some proof of concept. But in terms of mindset, in terms of what he's doing off the field to kind of build a football program up, there is a renewed energy around that Kentucky program. I can tell you what, that media room was a lot more full of people yesterday for Stein than it was the previous year with Stoops. I think Kentucky, man, I think that they made a good hire, and they're shout out to their administration and their AD, because if Kentucky made a good hire and nailed a hire in an offseason where LSU, Ole Miss, Auburn, Florida were all available job openings in the SEC.
Yep.
That's impressive. That's
very impressive. But see, here's the thing. I'll say this: it's a different type of. You have a different type of swag when you know you have in this day and age of football. It's a different type of swag when you know you got some real resources behind you. And when you look at what Kentucky has been doing, I've mentioned it before. They basically they LLC, they athletic department, they have funds coming in now. I'm telling you, they have the ability to come in and actually do some things to where that they can now compete in the conference that way and not be coming from behind. So I mean, I just look at what Kentucky has done, so far in recruiting and what they have brought in, some very solid 4-star, 5-star, but 4-star, 3-star type guys that they have brought in. And I tell you this, there's a different swag. There's a different swag when you got some type of resources behind you. So I like it. I like it, man. Any final thoughts, man, before you get out here? Because I know y'all about to get busy today. I know y'all got like one Ethernet cord. So what's going? Any final thoughts, man?
Yeah, just look. If you're an Auburn fan, get fired up. Like be fired up for this upcoming season because I really think things are going to be different. I can't give you a win-loss total. Alex Golis kind of reiterated yesterday. He got asked the same question 15 different times. What does success look like? And people trying to get a win total out of him. And he continued to say what he said all offseason. We're just going to leave the season with an identity. He used running the piss out of the football again. I think he likes that phrase. I like it too. He kind of there's goals. There's what I don't want to. Let me rewind that back. He don't want to use the words goal. They are setting that standard, Nick. That standard, and I think that it's real. It's tangible. There is just on camera and off camera, it's kind of talking to these players and these coaches and even the athletic director yesterday. It all just seems like this thing is headed in the right direction. Yep. And it's not, when somebody's kind of BSing you, right? Yep. And it doesn't feel that way this time around. So, big, we're going to have John Summerall's going to go up today. That's going to be a big game for Auburn, that week 3 game. I continue to listen on this one right here, like, Shane Beamer is a cool cat. Just kind of watching him operate the room, pretty cool dude. I like Shane Beamer. I don't know if they're gonna, be successful or not this year in South Carolina, but Shane Beamer is a cool guy. But yeah, man, in terms of Auburn, I think this thing is headed in the right direction. I thought that before coming here, and I'm now even more solidified in that. I'm still at either 7 or 8 wins. I'll wait till a couple weeks in fall camp, get some intel on that to kind of make my determination. But in terms of the future, in terms of where this football program is headed, I left last SEC Media Days coming back and saying I'm going to predict Auburn to go 7-5, and I'm probably being generous. And this will probably be the last year that this head coach is going to be coaching this football team. I leave this year with a completely different vibe. And you know me, Nick, I will tell you the truth. It's not hopium. Yes, I'm an Auburn Tiger through and through. I will never, ever hide that. But it really feels like we got a guy.
Feels good.
I think we got a guy, man. And he believes the things that he's saying, and his football team is starting to buy in. And I'll tell you this, Byron Brown, I won't name the player, but he was walking next to a linebacker from a team that's on Auburn's schedule. And if they meet up in the middle, Byron Brown winning that battle.
Really?
That's a big young man. That is a big boy at that quarterback position. But I
already know who you talking about. I already know exactly who you talking about.
But confident, confident though. Very, 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 very confident. Maybe Hugh Freeze was right to coddle Jackson Arnold's confidence. Like in terms of maybe Jackson needed that. Maybe that. I don't think it was the right decision. But what I'm saying is maybe he had a point in doing that. He knew, hey, Jackson Arnold's confidence is kind of all over the place. Yeah. Goalish knows that Byron Brown can handle that, and that a bad scrimmage or a bad A-Day is not going to knock him off his game, knock him off his mental. He knows that we're trying to get better for the fall, and just that whole kind of mindset. There's so many things and there's a lot of things that we can't burn sources. We can't come on here and say different things. The conversations that are happening off camera last year about what was going on in the program, what was going on in practice, the direction things were headed. There's a lot of Auburn people. I'm going to tell y'all this. There's a lot of Auburn people that come on the cameras and tell y'all everything is going to be okay when they know it's not. That just happens. That's not the case this time around, man. Having these conversations with people around media days, people that really know ball. There's a lot of confidence. There's a quiet confidence coming out of Auburn. Like, we're going to shock some people this year, but bigger picture moving forward, we got a dude, man.
That's what's up. Shout out to him, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin.
Let's go.
Joined us, man, from SEC Media Days, man. Shout out to Dustin, man, giving us a little bit of time, man. What's up, man? Appreciate you so much, man. Man, thank you so much, man, for rocking with us. Give us a little bit of the time over while you at SEC Media Days, my guy. We're gonna be going on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do Sunday.
Sunday, we'll be back live.
As long as we get back safe and sound.
That's what it is. Yeah, man. Be careful with that bertha. You know that bertha, that bertha that's going on, man. Is it raining down there still?
No, we're good. We're good. Oh. I've kind of been watching my phone, making sure it doesn't hit Pensacola. Like, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I got animals at the house. Like,
it's raining right now. It's raining right now here. So that's why I was curious to know if it had touched y'all in Tampa, but it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, man, shout out to I got Dustin from Up Tempo, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Be safe down there, man. Keep having fun. Keep giving us some updates, man. We'll be watching you on Twitter.
Yeah, buddy. Absolutely. Follow me on X at DMcShot28. Follow the War Report Podcast Network. Content all day long. Sitting down with my guy Dale Dappers here in about an hour. That'll be fun. So yeah, we're cranking it out, Nick, and I look forward to being with you Sunday, buddy.
All right, then, man. Shout out to Dustin, man. Y'all be safe down there, man. Have fun.
Yes, sir. War Eagle, baby.
Right, yes, sir. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is Dustin from Up Tempo. He joining us live from SEC Media Days right now, man. You heard what he had to say, man. You heard him. You said the people around SEC Media Days right now look at Auburn and they say it is a different conversation. There's a different conversation around Auburn right now because of the man that's in charge. And I want to go back to this comment from my guy, Mr. Ed Darby, aka Mr. 21. He said AG pulled a Denzel yesterday. Went out there and provided and presented a string united front, consistent messaging, no bowl game, no pressing, no, just consistent messaging. Was watching it. I watched it live, and I went back and watched it like 2 more times. His speech on the podium, and just like the presence that he had on the podium, the way that he stood there, the way that it felt as if he was commanding the room. Like, he wasn't rushed with his comment with what he was talking. The first question he was asked a question about why did he bring those 3 guys? Why did he bring those specific 3 guys? And he gave a very detailed, thought out answer for each guy. Not for the question. He went guy by guy. He went Alex McPherson. He went Champ Anthony. He went Alex McPherson. Then he went Byron Brown and gave a lengthy, detailed 2 to 3 minute response for each guy. Well, just thought out. It's just like he commanded the room. He didn't feel rushed. He didn't feel like, man, I got to get this done so I can get out of here because I'm new to the block. I'm gonna let somebody else. No, it didn't feel nothing like that. Alex Golesh came in and did what Alex Golesh was supposed to do, and Alex Golesh, he knocked Media Days out the park. He didn't come in. He didn't say anything that was off base. He didn't come in and say anything about, in the words of Mr. 21, yeah, we're gonna go to a bowl game. We're gonna do. He's basically said we are setting standards. The goal. He was asked a question. He was asked another question about what goals do you want for this season in order for it to be a successful season. He said, I don't set goals. No, I set standards. And we're going to talk about that more tonight on Around the Cooler, man. We're going to talk about that particular statement tonight from Alex Golesh about saying, I don't set goals. I set standards. We're going to talk about that tonight more in depth a little bit tonight, man. But, man, shout out to Alex Golesh for coming in and doing a superb job tonight. Yesterday at SEC Media Days. Because it just felt different. I'm watching it live. It felt different. I rewatched it. It felt different, man. Alex Golesh, shout out to you, my guy, man. Let's transition to this, man. DeBoer, Elko, Golding are all coaches that will be on the podium today. Kalen DeBoer from the University of Alabama just got off the podium. And I wasn't able to hear exactly what he said, so I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. So I really want to hear exactly what it is that he has to say, and what he has to say, especially about, I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody knows that Auburn is my team. Auburn is my team. Auburn and University of South Alabama are my teams. Everybody knows this. And I look at it. The conversation around Kalen DeBoer and whether he is a good coach, to me, has to be the most off base discussion and argument that I've ever seen. I was watching a video, Stephen A. Smith, and if Stephen A., if you watch this, I'm just going to have to say it, brother, you was loud and wrong on this one. Stephen A. said that Kalen DeBoer was not the man for the job at Alabama. In this day and age of NIL, bro, chill out, bro. I take Kalen DeBoer. A coach that played for a national championship, a coach that has played for a conference championship, a coach that came back and won a playoff game. People forget this man won a playoff game last year, even though he went to Oklahoma and was down by 17. They came back and won that game. Nah, they did get blasted by Indiana. Indiana did end up winning the national championship. But this whole conversation, I'm just gonna say it. This whole conversation of Kalen DeBoer not deserving the job and not being good enough for that job, man, y'all gotta stop that, bro. Y'all gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. It's for some reason, it's not making any sense to me. For some reason, Kalen DeBoer has done more in the era of NIL right now. What he has done in the era of NIL, no coach at Auburn has done. No other. Josh Heupel has done it. Kirby Smart has done it. Pete Golding has done it. Steve Sarkisian has done it. Kalen DeBoer has done it. 5 coaches in the SEC. Excuse me, Brent Venables too. Brent Venables, 6. 6 coaches in the SEC have been to the playoffs. Current coaches right now, 6 current coaches in the SEC have been to the playoffs and he's one of out of that 6 right now in the current 12-team playoff format. In the current of the current coaches that's in the conference right now, out of that 6, Kalen DeBoer and Pete Golding are the only 2 current head coaches that have won playoff games. So this whole discussion around him not being a great a fit for that team, man, who else you gonna get? Who else are you going to get? You have a coach that has a playoff win. Who has a conference? If you still believe in conference championships, he has a conference championship appearance. He's won 9+ games every time he's been there. What are we talking about? Kalen DeBoer's resume as a head coach is better than majority of the coaches that are currently coaching in college football right now. Let's just be honest about that. So coming from me, Auburn true and true, South Alabama true and true, we got to stop that, man. That conversation has to stop. So Kalen DeBoer, he went up on the podium day. I'm gonna go back and watch what he said so I can get an in-depth conversation about it. Mike Elko is there today, another coach that played in that was a champion, that was a playoff coach as well. Great defensive minded coach. He lost his defensive coordinator Jay Bateman to Kentucky in the offseason. And they were literally interception away in the in the red zone from having a tie ball game going into overtime against Miami in the first round of the playoffs. But I look at that and I say, man, what else is it that Mike Elko can do? What is it that they can do to get over the hump at Texas A&M? What is that thing that they can do? And I think that you just have to have more consistency from Marcel Reed. I think losing Cassius Howell on the defense side of the football for Texas A&M is a big thing because he was the premier pass rusher in the SEC last year. Like a lot of people said Colin Simmons, a lot of people said Dylan Stewart. No, it was Cassius Howell. Cassius Howell was the premier pass rusher in the SEC last year. So he's not in the conference anymore. He's in the NFL right now. But it is what it is. And then, of course, you got Pete Golding, man. Pete Golding, I give Pete Golding a lot of credit because that team, after what happened with your coach moving on, with the coach moving on, and that team ended up not having the guy that was with you all season. That team could have easily folded in the playoffs. You played Tulane in the first round, and the score was similar to what you beat Tulane by in the regular season last year. I think they beat Tulane 45-10 in the regular season. They beat Tulane 41-10 in the playoffs. Then you come in and you look at what they did against Georgia. You were down against Georgia in the playoff game. The offense comes back, the defense holds serve, and you end up winning that game 39-34, something of that nature. And then you get to Miami, which is the quarterfinal game, and you literally, Trinidad Chambliss was 18 seconds away from potentially sending Ole Miss to the national championship game. I give Pete Golding a hell of a lot of credit for doing what he did and being the glue that kind of held that team together, to steer them in the right direction. I tell you, man, shout out to them, man, for making that happen. And I can't wait to see it. You got 3 playoff coaches that's on the panel today. And then, of course, John Summerall will be there as well. So this is going to be interesting to see, man. It's going to be very, very, it's going to be a very interesting day with these guys here, because of course you got Pete Golding today. And then of course you got Lane Kiffin tomorrow. What will Pete Golding be asked, or will Pete Golding be asked anything, is the question that I want to know as well. 10-time champion. What's up, man? He said Sonny Dykes played for a natty at TCU. So is he, so he's an elite coach too. That is not what I said 10 times. And after that, I literally said that Kalen DeBoer's resume is better than majority of the coaches that's playing. Kalen DeBoer has been a 9-win coach. Kalen DeBoer has played for a national championship. Kalen DeBoer in this conference right now, in the 12-team playoff, 6 coaches have made the playoffs. Out of those 6, Kalen DeBoer and Pete Golding are the only 2 that I can think of at this particular moment that have won playoff games. Excuse me, Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian would be 3. Steve Sarkisian beat Arizona State. Steve Sarkisian would be out. He'd be Arizona State. So 3. He's one of 3 coaches in the conference to win a playoff game in the current 12-team format. The last time Kirby Smart won a playoff game was the 14 format. That's the last time. That's the last time he won a playoff game was the 14 format, and when they went back-to-back national champions. Other than that, in this 12-team playoff format, Kalen DeBoer is one of 3 coaches in the conference that have won it. I don't know, man. Sometimes results just tell us what it is, man. Had a great question. Heard a great question yesterday. Come the end of the season, which coach is more likely to get a Power 4 job, Brian Kelly or Jimbo Fisher? Brian Kelly. I easily answer that one. Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly. Jimbo Fisher just stay where you at, Jimbo. Stay where you at, Jimbo. We good. Brian Kelly's a decent coach, man. Brian Kelly's a decent coach. Brian Kelly is a really good coach. He really is. And when he was coaching in the SEC, it was Kirby Smart, it was Nick Saban, it was Brian Kelly, Steve Sarkisian. If I'm not mistaken, I may be missing one, but off the top of my head, those are the only 4 coaches in the conference that played for a SEC title when he coached, and he went to the SEC title game his first year at LSU. After, if I'm not mistaken, after losing to USC in the first game of that season, he lost to USC in the first game of that season. I don't know, man. I think I look at it, man. Like I said, this is what I say. I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, 10, 15, 20 years from now, when we having discussions about these guys, we're going to be debating results. And when we get into the second hour of the show, we're going to talk about this SEC identity crisis. And I really believe that the narrative that's happening in SEC media days right now about strength of schedule, strength of this, toughest conference, deepest conference, we won't be having that won't be a part of it 10, 20 years from now. Because the only thing we will remember is the results of who won and who lost and who had more. Because that's been a discussion for the longest period of time. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 minutes after the hour right here, man, on the pregame playlist, man. We're gonna slide out of this thing right here. We're gonna take a break. And when we come back, we're gonna get this thing reset to get set for hour number 2 of the pregame playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you.
SEC football fans, this is your channel. Every Tuesday, it's time for SEC Season Live, the most interactive SEC football experience on the planet. Live chat voting, hot takes, weekly rankings, real debate, and you help drive the conversation live on air. Then, every Thursday, hit the reset button with Lunch Breaks, your lunch break destination for real SEC football talk. Reactions, storylines, and unfiltered opinions from across the conference. If it matters in the SEC, it matters here. Subscribe now to @It's SEC Season, and don't just watch the conversation, be a part of the show. Everybody wants to look like a star when they step out, including you. That's why Hollywood Media got you covered. From clean portraits, corporate events, and even athletic events, they capture it all. These ain't just pictures. This is your moment. Follow now on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood Media. Feel like the star you are.
Why be anywhere in the world when you could be here with us? This is the pregame playlist on the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network.
Take your time.
Ain't no pressure.
No rush. Ain't no rush.
No rush.
We can take it slow, don't you worry about us.
Don't worry.
Just vibe with me. Yeah, that's more than enough. I like how you move. Boy, you smooth with the touch. So smooth. Ain't no rush.
No rush.
We can let it flow, don't you try too much.
Don't try.
Real ones move slow, feel the energy build up.
Build up.
If it's meant to be, it'll align for us.
You don't do the most, that's what caught my eye. You be moving low-key, let the loud pass by. Confidence quiet, you don't gotta try. That's the type of energy I can't deny. I approach slow, I ain't pressing the issue. You gave me a look, I could tell it was mutual. Ain't no need to rush, I'm intentional. If it feel right, it could turn to something beautiful. Now we riding city lights off the glass. Conversation got depth, yeah, it's built to last. You ain't worried about the moment, you just let it pass. And I respect that girl, that's red hat.
Ain't no rush.
No rush.
We can take it slow, don't you worry about us.
Don't worry.
Just vibe with me. Yeah, that's more than enough. I like how you move. Boy, you smooth with the touch. So smooth. Ain't no rush.
No rush.
We can let it flow, don't you try too much.
Don't try.
Real ones move slow, feel the energy build up.
Build up.
If it's meant to be, it'll align for us.
You ain't chasing attention, you be chasing your goals. Got your own lane, you in full control. I can tell you been through it, still kept your soul. That's the type of woman that a real one holds. We ain't gotta label what it is right now. Let it grow naturally, we don't force the sound. If it's solid from the jump, it'll hold us down. And I'm cool with that.
Did you like that last song? I knew you would. Check out this next one. You'll like it too. Right here on the pregame playlist.
We don't talk about it Monday through Friday. Act like strangers in the daylight. But you in my line when the sun fade. Say you need that vibe, that late night. I know you got a life, I can't
stepping. And I got one I can't explain, but every time the weekend pull up, we back right here in the same place, same place. We play bros all week long, but we break rules when the lights low. Girl, you know what you want, I know you know. Soon as you say you on the way, pull up. It's that weekend energy, only time you belong to me, to me. We ain't gotta say what this is, we just let it be, what it be, yeah, just let it ride. Friday night you switching sides, by Saturday you in my sheets. Sunday morning we pretend, but tonight you all I need right now. That weekend energy, yeah. You bring it out of me. No pictures, no evidence. We keep it low, no witnesses. No. You say it's wrong, but you're leaning in. Girl, your body don't listen, don't listen. You say don't catch feelings, but you say that every time. And the way you hold me closer, say your heart already mine. We play roles all week long, but we break rules when the lights low. You be gone by sunrise, but right now you mine tonight. It's that energy, only time you belong to me. We ain't gotta say what this is, just let it be what it be. Friday night we come alive, we lose control. Sunday we go separate ways, but you never let me go, never let me go. That weekend energy.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, man, we back, man. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. I am your man, Nick Frazier, man. We are getting you set to get hour number 2 going here, man, on the pregame playlist, man. Shout out to you all rocking with us, man. We appreciate you so much for rocking with us, man. I had a really good first hour, man. We kind of went off schedule a little bit, but you know, those are the best ones. We had our guy Dustin join us from Tampa, Florida, live at SEC Media Days, man. Shout out to him for giving us a little bit of his time, for coming in and rocking with us and giving us the vibe of what's going on at SEC Media Days. Talk Auburn football. There talked about what Will Stein had to say as well. Talked about just the overall vibe of what Auburn did and what is being said about Auburn football at SEC Media Days after a great showing from Alex Golish, Alex McPherson, Champ Anthony, and of course Byron Brown, who were all down there on yesterday. Today, of course, Alabama, Florida, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss are on the docket for today. Alabama has already been up on the stage. Kalen DeBoer has already been there. I believe I don't know who's coming up next, but we'll definitely be watching it out and getting that thing rocking and rolling and getting it ready. So we'll be checking that out. Shout out to King Richard in the chat. What's up, King, man? He said good morning. Good morning to you, my guy. Good morning. Shout out to I got J Money in the chat. J Money in the chat. What's up, man? How you feeling, man? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great, man. 10-time champion in the chat. What's up, man? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Ladies and gentlemen, man, make sure that you all are tuned in tonight to Around the Cooler here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. Tonight's show is going to be a jam-packed show. We're definitely going to be recapping today, SEC Media Days. What happened today at SEC Media Days. And we're going to be, of course, talking some Auburn, what Auburn said at SEC Media Days as well. Alex Golish had a great showing. Can't wait to get the guys' thoughts about that tonight on the show as well, man. So this is going to be a great show tonight on Around the Cooler. If you have not already, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, man. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening to us, man, we appreciate you so much as well for rocking with us here, man. We are about 50 seconds away from getting this thing reset and getting the second hour started here on the pregame playlist, man. So please, man, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come over here and join us, man. We are literally one subscriber away from 1,400 subscribers. One subscriber away from 1,400 subs, bro. That's all I'm saying. One subscriber away from 14. I know that there are 2 people out there that can hit the subscribe button on YouTube. 2 people out there can hit the subscribe button on YouTube to get us to 14 on 1. I think there are 2 people out there. I'm gonna just put it out there in the atmosphere. 2 people can get us to 14 on 1 today. They can get it there. They can get us there today. And then hopefully by the end of the week, we could be at 14-10, 14-15 before Saturday comes, man. Jay Money said Gold was impressive. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more tonight on Around the Cool. So make sure y'all tune in on that, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're about 5 seconds away from getting this thing reset. Ladies and gentlemen, we are there. 3, 2, 1. Hour 2 of the pregame playlist starts right now. Let's go.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water Cooler Talk Sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water Cooler Talk Sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist, your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hour 2 of the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. Shout out to you all so much, man, for rocking with us here, man. As always, what we got planned for this hour, man? Of course, this is a new hour. Resetting. We're going to be watching SEC Media Days to see what else happens, what pops up, man, what other storylines, narratives come up on SEC Media Days, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here. Of course, the pregame post. We didn't do a pregame post in the first hour because we had Dustin from the Uptempo podcast rocking with us here live from SEC Media Days. He was there giving us what is going on from SEC Media Days, man. The vibe around what's happening there, what's going on with Auburn, talking about what happened with Will Stein. He was in the room when that happened, you know, and things, stuff of that nature. Had an opportunity to speak with some guys from Auburn and some other players as well. So shout out to our guy Dustin, man, for giving us the opportunity, man, giving us some of his time to where we were able to sit down and speak with him about what was going on at SEC Media Days. He's there live in Tampa, Florida right now, man. Also, man, we got the flag on the play coming up, man. My favorite segment of the show. We're gonna give the flag on the play to somebody that does something that's just very, very questionable. Something that just doesn't sound right. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Yesterday we was in Florida, but guess what? We back in Florida again today, man. And got some things for him. It is what it is. Of course, man. Then the topic for hour number 2, SEC identity crisis. What? Do we have an SEC identity crisis? Is there a crisis? Is there identity crisis in the SEC? I'm giving you my thoughts on it because the narrative that's been going around SEC Media Days, from my perspective from watching it, is that we are the deepest, toughest conference, and we deserve to be in the playoffs because we have the toughest schedule in college football. That has been the narrative. I don't know if I too much agree with that narrative, to be completely honest with you. I think you just win games. I think you just beat the teams in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what you do, because I think at the end of the day, there is going to be 10, 15, 20 years from now, we won't be debating which conference was the strongest. We'll be debating who won national championships and who won championships and who was the most relevant at that particular time. And right now, it seems as if the SEC is losing its relevance a little bit because the last 3 teams to win national championships have been Big Ten teams. So we'll see what happens there. Then, of course, when we get out of this thing, we're going to end this thing with a quote of the day. Like to just leave with a quote of the day, something inspirational, something that's just good that we can all think about and talk about and reflect on for the rest of the day. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, man. 3 minutes after the hour. Y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling here on the pregame playlist. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the pregame post coming out right now. The news, the sports, the headlines that you need to know across sports landscape, the culture, and everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, the pregame post coming up right now. Let's go.
The Pregame Pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yo, what it is. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all, man. We about to get this thing rocking and rolling, man. The pregame post, we're going to go ahead and combine both hour 1 and hour 2's pregame post right now today because we didn't get the opportunity to do it early on in the show, but you know, we want to talk about the headline that's happening, man. Georgia running back Dante Dodell was hospitalized after an ATV accident yesterday. He is a Kentucky transfer who joined Georgia this past offseason. He suffered serious injuries in an ATV accident near his home in Picayune, Mississippi during the team's summer break. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart confirmed the injury to ESPN at SEC Media Days yesterday on Tuesday, saying that Dowdell was treated at 2 hospitals and is now at Shepherd Center in Atlanta, which specializes in spinal cord and brain injury rehabilitation. So, hey, man, more prayers, more healing, more everything to him, man, because he was expected to be a guy that was going to be able to, tote that rock a little bit for expel, Nate Frazier and those guys, be a part of that running back group for Georgia this year. So, man, prayers, thoughts to his family. It seemed as if it was some very serious injuries that he sustained. So because of that, man, we want to be able to make sure that he has that he is able to get all of the necessary things that he needs in order to get back. Hopefully, I don't know if he's gonna be back this season, but man, it seems as if that is that was a very, 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 very serious injury that injuries that he sustained. So it is what it is, and we praying for him and his family, man. Let's move along to baseball, man. In baseball news, man, the Padres, they beat the Braves yesterday 8-3. In this game, Machado, he homered twice in this game as well. And Tatis, he hit the longest home run of the season to lead the Padres to an 8-3 win in this game as well. So shout out to him. The Dodgers get the win over the Phillies 2-1 as well, man. Muncy, he had a 2-run homer in this game as well to help propel the Dodgers over the Phillies, man. The Twins lose to the Guardians as well. The Pirates and the Yankees were postponed, so the makeup date is today, actually. So we'll be checking out that game. The Orioles and the Reds were also postponed due to rain. They're going to make that game today, probably with a doubleheader. The Rays in Tampa Bay, the Rays beat the Blue Jays 12-2 yesterday as well, man. Diaz hit a 3-run home. Hit 3-run homers, hit 3 run homers as the Rays had 21 hits against the Blue Jays yesterday, man. The Royals beat the Giants 3-2. The Rangers shut out the White Sox 10-0. The Cubbies, they beat the Detroit Tigers 11-2. The Astros get a win over the Marlins 5-3. The Rockies get a big win over the Washington Nationals 8-7. Angels, they beat the Cardinals 5-1. The Cincinnati Reds beat the Seattle Mariners 4-2. And the Diamondbacks get a big win in overtime. In extra innings, over the Athletics 6-5. So that is what happened in Major League Baseball last night. No WNBA basketball games last night, but you have a lot of them on tap for tonight. So we definitely will be reviewing those WNBA games that are going to happen tonight. You got a lot of them. You got some star pack games that's going to happen tonight. That I can't wait to sit down in front of the TV. You got the Wings and the Fire playing, and you got the Sun and the Fever playing. So the Aces and the Mystics are playing as well. So we'll definitely be recapping those games tomorrow. So it is what it is there, man. Moving along right now here with more headlines that are happening across the sports news and culture landscape right here, man. I gotta get my notes ready. Right here, man. The Dolphins All-Pro linebacker Jordan Brooks has reached a 3-year, $51 million extension. He was signed to that extension with $35 million guaranteed, keeping him with the team through the 2029 season. He led the NFL in combined tackles of 183 combined tackles and 99 solo tackles in 2025 and earned his first career All-Pro selection. So congratulations to Jordan Brooks for getting that extension and getting that guaranteed money as well, which is very, very big. That's the biggest part. Man, this gambling thing, bro. This gambling thing is getting out of control because now there potentially could be gambling within the executive ranks of sports. Listen to this. The Arizona Department of Gaming is investigating the betting activity tied to Cardinals director of college scouting, Ryan Gold, who the NFL suspended indefinitely last week for violating its gambling policy. The NFL says its investigation found Gold shared confidential, non-public information about Arizona's 2026 draft picks before they were announced, and that he also placed parlay bets on NFL and college football games. We was thinking that it was just the players, but now the executives. And now you think about it, it makes more sense. Those are the people that should have that should be just like politicians. That have access to sensitive and privileged information. these guys in the executive office have access to privileged information about who potentially could be picked. When you have these new prediction sites out here that can be like, well, who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? Who's going to pick who? You see it right here. This executive with Carter Ryan Gold apparently was doing that according to this. So we'll let it play out, and we're gonna see exactly what happens. But it is what it is, man. The Packers have signed defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. He reached a 3-year, $57 million extension, man. With a $20 million signing bonus, keeping it with the team through 2029. He was the number 28 overall pick in 2022 in the first round, and last year was the end of his rookie deal with the 5th-year option, man. He ended the year when he broke his fibula and tore his ankle ligaments on Thanksgiving Day against Detroit. Before the injury, he had 4 sacks, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss in 10 games. So, hey, the Packers really believe in him after having the injury, and then to give him a 3-year, $57 million extension coming off of that injury. Yeah, he must have some real leverage with that team. As I stated, man, we asked Dustin about her tropical storm Bertha, man. It is growing in the Gulf Coast. I know right now it is angled for the Mobile, Pensacola area. So if you are on the Gulf Coast area like me, be safe, be careful down here. It is literally raining down here right now. We had some winds come up here earlier, but right now it has kind of stilled down a little bit. So be careful out here, man, on these streets and in these roads, man, if you are on the Gulf Coast with that, or just anywhere in the path of the storm. Make sure that you're careful about it, man. NCAA Division II panel pushes for age-based eligibility starting in 2026-2027, man. The NCAA Division II Management Council has recommended emergency legislation adopting an age-based eligibility model effective for the 2026-2027 academic year, mirroring a model already approved for Division I last month. Under the proposal, student athletes' period of eligibility will begin at initial full-time college enrollment or the academic year immediately following their 19th birthday, or whichever come first, creating a 5-year eligibility window. So basically, they want to do the same thing that Division I is doing. They want to do the same thing, creating that 5-year penalty window. So 5 for 5 is what it is. Now, only if Division I can copy what Division II's playoff structure is, then we'll have some harmony there. That would be great, right? Instead of having all this conversation about college football playoff expansion and all of this extra stuff. I don't know. We're gonna see what happened though. So it is what it is, man. Funny story, man. Rich Paul comes out and says no rush on LeBron's decision. Teams have done enough. LeBron James agent Rich Paul said Monday on the Game Over podcast with him and Max Kellerman. He said that he does not know when James will decide on his next team, and that interested teams do not need to do anything more to sway him. So as it's been reported, the reports about this have gone way out, man. It's been reported that the 76ers, the Heat, the Cavaliers, the Golden State Warriors have all been in play and are all teams that potentially LeBron James can go to. Yesterday, apparently, the Miami Heat mistakenly posted a link to an introductory press conference for LeBron James, which was wild. So, but they took it down and they basically came back and said that it was a mistake and that they apologized for it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens. We still waiting to see where LeBron goes. I think he's dragging it out too long, in my opinion, but still waiting to see where LeBron goes. A study came out and said, how much wealth do you need to thrive? Here's the breakdown according to new research. A new report from the Aspen Institute finds roughly 3 in 4 U.S. households, about 34.5 million households, fall short of what it calls essential wealth. 6 weeks of take-home pay and savings, combined with enough net worth to realistically achieve both home ownership and retirement security. Now, here's the numbers. The amount needed rises with age. For people 40, the benchmark is roughly enough for a down payment on an entry-level home. So roughly somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000. With house, then the threshold keeps going up between 40 and 49 to 50 to 64 and so on and so on. I believe this report said that by the time you hit retirement age, it says you need to have somewhere north of $750,000 in a basic in a normal home in order to live to have enough wealth to live and thrive. So it is what it is, man. So I don't know. This is wild, man. So make sure we out here maxing out our Roth IRAs. Make sure we out here maxing out everything that we have the ability to do, because we need it. We need it if we want to thrive at that in that late stage, in the late period of our life. Australian woman gives birth to rare identical quadruple daughters. 34-year-old out of Brisbane, Australia, gave birth to 4 identical daughters by a planned C-section on July 14th at 28 weeks and 4 days. Doctors say the girls are quadruplets, meaning all 4 developed from a single fertilized egg. Monozygota, I think that's how you say it. Was they all developed from a single fertilized egg that split into 4 embryos and shared 1 placenta. Wow, that is amazing. And they are all identical. She has 4 identical quadruplets. I don't know if this has ever happened before in the world, and it happened in Australia. So congratulations to them, man. Congratulations to them, man, and having that, man. So shout out to them. And then around this thing off, man, Stephen Curry, Wardell, baby, is the first active player to have his own exhibit in the Hall of Fame, man. Stephen Curry, Beyond the Arc, opens July 24th at the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. The first time in the Hall of Fame's nearly 75-year history, an active player has been honored with a dedicated exhibit. Who else deserves it? Wardell does. Wardell deserves it. He does. The exhibit, built in partnership with Curry's 30 Inc. business team, features rare footage, game-worn gear, and Olympic and championship memorabilia tracing his path from an overlooked 1 D1 offer college prospect to a 4-time NBA champion and 2-time league MVP. So shout out to my guy, Wardell Stephen Curry. He's about to ball out this year. We need to get another championship ring, Wardell. And I'm gonna tell you this. Yesterday we did a topic on 19-year-old kid going to a Goodwill thrift store and finding a Lakers warm-up jersey, and then it being authenticated by Sourceby that was a game-worn 1972 game-worn NBA Finals warm-up that Wilt Chamberlain wore, and it ended up selling at auction for just under $90,000, and he only paid $3.07 for it at a Goodwill. I'm telling you right now, for everybody that likes to thrift, if you go to a Goodwill store and you find something that looks cool and it's something like that, get it. You're gonna probably pay less than $10 for it anyway. It could probably sell for hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars. You never know. Ladies and gentlemen, man, this is the Pregame Pulse here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate the Pregame Pulse on the Pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. King Richard, yes, man. The weather down here is right now it's calm. It's calm right now. It's calm right now. So I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't like flare back up. But right now the weather is calm. Shout out to you, man. Hopefully all is good with you up there as well, too, man. So shout out to everybody rocking with us, man. This is the Pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We're gonna take a break right here. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into the flag on the play, man. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Pensacola, Florida, you got to get this flag, man. How we giving out tickets to people and we ain't even verifying who the person that was driving? We're gonna talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up right here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
You're listening to the coolest playlist. The Pregame playlist is in your ear.
Yeah. Make 'em count and raise me. 4-6. Tuskegee, Alabama. Tuskegee. You either know or you don't. Let's go. The 4-6. The 4-6. Yeah, we stampin' and stamp. From the mud, yeah, we came up in it. Round the late night, yeah, we sliding. If you know about Tuskegee, you vibing. The 4-6, yeah, we locked in. From Tim's all the way to BTW. Let's go. Green Fork, BA, where we pop out. If you from the town, let it ring out. 4-6. TPS, yeah, that where it started. Watching the public gone, but the memories carved in. Facts. Always talking, we were kids with a vision. Didn't know life, but we learned how to listen. Then it's Tim's middle of the journey. It's human class. Everybody show respect. Laughing in the halls, trying to dodge Coach Pack. Coach Davis too. Whole school vibe. Had to earn your rep. BTW next. Yeah, you better move smart. Coach T on the horn, and they play no part. No bullhorn loud when you think you slick. Turn the corner quick. Better tighten up quick. The 4-6, yeah, we stamped in it. From the mud, yeah, we came up in it. Round the late night, yeah, we sliding. If you know about Skiggy, you vibing. Green Fault, nice, yeah, you know how it go. Vincent Ave chillin', everybody on go. City small, but the story big time. Everybody know, everybody still grind. Harrison Wings, we was sticking out the door. Luxury, gone, we ain't care no more. Back before they knew we was already gone. Back in class late, but we still fed at home. Braids at the cut, $3 at the clean. City red shot, get you step on the scene. Line long, but you waited your turn. Fresh fade hit, now it's your time to shine. Square in the middle, yeah, we all came through. But that statue standing, we ain't feel it true. History deep, but we writing new pages. From skiggy roots to global stages. East End chicken from the Yellowstone. Late night MK hit the Cooper mode.
Breaking news. Every Sunday night, DC Wolf brings you the biggest stories, hottest takes, and everything you missed across Auburn athletics. From football to basketball and beyond. If it's happening on the plains, you will hear it here first. Live Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. Only on Auburn Addicts TV.
Yeah. They thought the fire would break me. Nah, it made me. Temple by the fire, I ain't fold, I got harder. Came from the mud, now I move like a mobster. They try to count me out, now I'm up on their radar. I'm up now. Real ones with me, we don't talk to no traitors. Tempered in the heat, yeah, it made me a beast. Turn pain into power, now I'm eating every feast. If it's smoke, let it rise, we ain't ducking no heat. Came from nothing, now we standing on our feet. I remember nights had to sleep on the floor. Mama stressing bills, hit a knock at the door. Ain't no silver spoon, had to hustle for more. Now I walk in room, they respect me for sure. Through the fire and the flames, I was tested and bent, but I came out solid. Every scar got a print. Now it's money on my mind, every move got intent. I ain't wasting no time, I'm collecting the rent. Run it up. I ain't never changed, I just leveled the game. Still the same dude, just a different lane. Facts. Went through the fire, came out forged. I'm Temple. Now they say my name, they remember. Temple by the fire, I ain't fooled, I got harder. Came from the mud, now I move like a monster. Now it's big moves, I don't deal with the small talk. Got a vision clear, I can see through the fog. They be talking loud, but they really be soft. I was down bad, had to shake that off. Shake back, now I step clean, yeah, the drip too heavy. Got the weight on me, but I stay real steady. If it's wartime, yeah, we stay ready. Ain't no fear here, I ain't never been scary. Heat turn me cold, now my heart stay guarded. Pressure made diamond, but the fire made artist. Built from the struggle everywhere, and I earned it. Now I stand tall, young, fully Temple.
Fire shade me,
Fire shade me,
pain raise me,
pain raised me.
streets made me.
Now they can't break me.
Now they can't break me.
Y'all ready know what time it is?
Yo, locked in. With the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, man. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. And it is time for us to give out Flag on the Play, man. Flag on the Play today is going to the city of Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola, got to do better, man. Got to do a little bit better, Pensacola. Got to do a little bit better. You all know, I'm pretty sure you all have come into this, the thing of where you have the red light cameras now. They kind of take the picture of you and of your car if you supposedly run a red light, or if you get close to it, they take a picture of your car and they send you a ticket in the mail, apparently. Well, this is that story. Here's the situation. Pensacola got AI-powered red light cameras set up around town. 5 of them in real high tech, snapping photos of anybody who runs a red light. It sounds fine so far, right? Except one Escambia County man named Jacob Rockwell got a ticket for running a red light back in March. The only problem is he wasn't even in Pensacola that day. This was somebody else. So Rockwell shows up to the city council meeting to fight this thing, and he says, and I'm paraphrasing here, how am I supposed to be in two places at once? Great question, Jacob. I'd love to know that too. But here's the flag. Here's where the city of Pensacola gets the flag. The city's answer to you got the wrong guy is not, oh, our bad, we'll fix it. It's no. Their answer is fill out an affidavit, notarize it, prove your innocence to a private company based in Orlando, Florida that runs the cameras for them. City of Pensacola, come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? The man just told you he wasn't there. He had proof to show you that he wasn't there, and y'all telling him to go fight it with the company in Orlando. You built a system where a computer accuses you, and then you have to go do the legwork to prove the computer was wrong. That's not law enforcement. That's a scavenger hunt with your driving record on the line. Like, what are we doing, man? And it gets better. The police spokesperson goes on the news and says, essentially, well, there's a form for that, sir. There's always a form for that. That's not a defense. It's a DMV. So Pensacola, we got to do better. AI is good, but we also got to check AI. If you use AI, if you use ChatGPT, if you use Claude, if you use Perplexity, if you use all of this, at the bottom of it, it says, this service could be wrong. This service could make mistakes. Please verify. Pensacola, you got to check and verify. That's what you got to do. Run Cherry. Give him the flag.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business. He played it there.
Lord have mercy. Pensacola, we got to do better, man. You got to do better. You got to. I use AI all the time. I use AI a lot. I use AI a lot for my shows because, for one, AI is very, very helpful. It is helpful. There is a helpful part to it. It helps you get a lot of things done that you probably would have never gotten finished, that would have taken you a long time to get done before. AI is very helpful, but it also tells you at the bottom of it, ChatGPT makes mistakes. Verify. And that's what I do. A lot of every single time we make a graphic, if we don't make the graphic by hand and we have to get the graphic made, we go to AI. AI makes the graphic for us, and we still check and verify. We still do some stuff by hand here, by computer whiz by doing stuff on the computer, and we still use AI, and we use AI for a lot of things as well. But come on, man, we got to check and verify, man. Like, it makes no sense. Combs clip in the chat. What's up, Combs? What's up, man? How you feeling, my guy? How you feeling, man? Hope you feeling good, man. Hope it's all well with you, my guy. Shout out to Combs Clips, man, over with our guys over at Pulse Sports Radio, man. What's up, man? Hope you feeling good. Hope you feeling great, man. College football about to hit, man. Hope you feeling good. Hope you feeling great, my guy. All is well with you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, shout out to Combs Clips. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Combs Clips, man. Subscribe to this channel as well, man. And make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to the guys over at Pulse Sports Radio, man. Shout out to them as well. Y'all know what time it is, man. It is what it is. He asked him the question. He's like, man, good, brother. Wondering if you're coming over to Pulse Sports Radio so we can hear what your team, hear about your team this season. That's the plan. As long as the schedule pans out, as long as it pans out, yeah, I'm definitely there, bro. I'm definitely there. Like, my schedule did change a little bit this year because in the afternoons. But other than that, like, if I'm able, like, if it works out schedule wise, yeah, I'm there every week. Shout out to Jimmy, man. Shout out to Dabby Cab, man. Shout out to Wine Time Sports. Shout out to all those guys over there, man. Shout out to Combs Clips, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, if I'm there, I'm there, man. If I can make it, I'm making it. So yeah, make sure y'all, man, checking in there, man. Pulse Sports Radio, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Let's get into this SEC Media Day conversation. SEC Media Days is still going on right now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The narrative around SEC Media Days so far this week to me, and if you feel different about it, please tell me in the chat. Let's have a conversation. Tell me about it in the chat and tell me how you feel about it. Like, let's just be real about it. The narrative to me around the SEC, around SEC Media Days, is a conference that used to be dominant and is now wanting everybody to know how dominant of a conference they are now. A conference that used to dominate on the national scale will win national championships or had a flagship team or teams win national championships year in and year out, always competed for national championships year in and year out. And now they didn't have to talk about how dominant they were, but now they have to continue the conversation about how dominant the schedule is, how tough the schedule is, how dominant the conference is. We have the most FPI team. We have the most teams in the FPI in the top 20. All of our teams are in the top 20 in the FPI, ESPN's FPI. We are there. This is it. Like, strength of schedule should matter. SEC. It's almost unbecoming a little bit. When has the SEC ever had that conversation? When has it when you had the moniker of it just means more, people was like, oh yeah, it just means more because it's just college football in the South just means that much more. It just means that much more. And honestly, that was a marketing tool because the SEC touted themselves as the only conference that had a championship game at that time as well, too, when they came out. Now that you have not had a team win a national championship, let alone a SEC team play for a national championship since the demarcation point of when NIL and when the 12-team playoff hit and when NIL became prevalent, now the conversation has switched to we're a deeper conference. We have the tougher teams. Our middle of the pack teams can beat other conferences, middle of the pack teams. Other conferences are top heavy and all of this stuff here. When have we ever done that, SEC? When have we ever done that? We've never done that, SEC. We always just went out there and beat people's asses, and we didn't have to say that shit. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We didn't have to say that. We just went out there and just beat people's ass. And we didn't have to have that conversation about, oh man, we're a tougher conference than anybody else. We're this and we're that. It was just no. Because you was whooping people. You was whooping ass. That's what you was doing. And now, all of a sudden, because you have not been in the picture, the main picture of national championship conversation for 3 seasons now, because you have not been there consistently, now we have to tell everybody, we have to tell the whole world, we have to tell every single person that will listen that guess what? We are a tough conference because we have the toughest schedules. That's it. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm off my rant a little bit because as I stated earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a water heater installed in our house, and we're having water problems. We have a leak somewhere, and I just heard a bunch of water just go off in my house. I think we good. My wife's out there, so I think we good. If something wrong, I'm pretty sure she'll run in here and tell me. But back to what I was saying. We didn't have that problem, SEC. We didn't have to have a problem just going out here and just basically saying, oh yeah, man, we're the toughest conference. We play the toughest schedules. We have the most ranked FPI teams in the ESPN rankings. We have all of this and We didn't have to do that because we was out there beating people. That's what it was. And now this week at SEC Media Days, that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like this week at SEC Media Days, we are trying to prove to the world that guess what? The SEC is still tough. But here's the question, though. Here's the question that I pose. The question is, are we the SEC trying to prove that to the world, or is the SEC trying to prove that to themselves? I don't know. You tell me which one. You tell me which one. Because for some reason, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Are you trying to tell the world we tough, or are you trying to convince yourself we tough? Because this wasn't. I was watching a podcast, And this guy, he was making the argument. He was like, did the Big Ten do this when Wisconsin and Nebraska had their little bit of a downfall? Because Nebraska was a tough team to play. You don't want to play Nebraska. You don't want to play Wisconsin. Like when they were the premier teams in college football. You don't want to play them. When USC was dominating the West Coast, when everybody was staying up late at night to watch Pac-12 after dark. Like when USC had their decline, was USC out here saying, "Oh man, we had the toughest, the Pac-10 at the time, Pac-12, what it became, was the toughest conference in college football"? Were they saying that? No, they just was like, "Yeah, we just not good right now. We had our moment and things happen." When Miami's coming back, but when Miami had their low, when Miami was Miami coming out basically saying the same thing, like, man, but we're a tough team. We have this tough thing. It is what it is. Like we do this. The ACC is tough. Well, nobody's saying that. Ain't nobody saying the ACC tough. If you saying that, we need to have a conversation because what? I think it's a cool conference, but I ain't saying the ACC is like. Duke won the ACC last year. They won 8 games. Besides that, excuse me, 9 games. Besides that, I just wish that we just go out here and just beat people like we should. Just go out here and just beat people. Just go out here and just beat them. And if you go out here and beat them, you don't have to go out here and try to prove to everybody that you are the tougher conference. Because guess what? Like I've been stating for the longest, people don't remember that. People remember championships. People remember results. That's what people remember. They don't care about if you were a tough conference or not. They just know that if you won a national championship or not, or if you won a conference championship or not. That's what they care about. That's literally what they care about. Nobody cares about if this was if this conference was tough and if this conference beat each other up on every Saturday and things and stuff like that. Nobody cares about that. Nobody. They just care about at the end of the day, and I keep saying it, at the end of the day, 10, 15, 20 years from now, we will be debating who won championships. That's what we will be debating. That's what we will be debating. Who won championships? And right now, at this particular point in time, in the new era of college football, in this 12-team era, in the 12-team era of college football, and now people are saying that they want to expand to 16 and even 24 teams. The SEC in the 12-team era has not been dominant enough to win a national championship in the 12-team era. But we want to expand to 16. We want to expand to 24. Like sometimes some stuff just does not make logical sense. To me, it doesn't, at least. That's what I'm saying. It does not make logical sense to me. If an SEC team, if an SEC team, right? I think if you watching this, if you're watching this live, or you're watching this on replay, I need you to tell me this. I need you to tell me this. If I am correct, Ole Miss is the only SEC team to have gone as far as they have in the 12-team playoff era. In the 14 playoff era, you only had the quarterfinals, and then you had the national championship game. But in the 12-team playoff era, Ole Miss is the only SEC team to go that far. We all know Georgia has not won a playoff game since they went back-to-back national champions. Texas lost to Ohio State in the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken. Tennessee, no, my bad. Texas lost to my bad. Texas lost to Ohio State in the quarterfinals. Tennessee lost to Ohio State in the first round of the playoffs because they had to go to Columbus and play them. Texas lost to them in the quarterfinals. My thing is this, man. I just shout out to Cons Club. Cons Club said, man, you know I live 30 minutes from Bloomington, right? Who just ain't going nowhere this season. I'm with you. I'm with you. Signetti, to me, Signetti is one of the most cerebral coaches that there are in college football. And when you have that type of guy that's process driven, oriented, that just looks and try to has an answer for every potential problem out there, almost like Batman, it's hard to beat them because they try to plan for every single scenario that potentially could happen on a football game. So when you do that, you take a lot of the guesswork out of it. And now if something happens, it has to be something that just had to be like a freak accident or something, or just a freak thing that happened. That's how I look at it. So I don't know. It is what it is. Jay White, shout out to Jay White for rocking with us in the chat, man. What's going on, man? He said, what does that mean? What do you mean? What does what mean, Jay White? Expound a little bit because I want to answer your question. Is it something that I said or what? What, Jay White? Let me know. So I'm watching. Conscript said, man, it's honestly unbelievable, bro, when he come in talking that shit. Nobody down here believed what he was saying. To be honest, nobody believed him until like week 8. You know what the funny part about it is when you talk about Signetti, man, Signetti went to the college football playoffs his first year at Indiana. He went to Penn State and played a tough game. He didn't have the depth or the defense, honestly, the depth on the defensive side of the football in order to go win that game at Penn State, and Penn State ended up pulling away and winning it. When he took care of that at the end in the offseason and got some guys in there. Let me see. I think Jay White he said, "What's up, bro? What's up, man? What's up? How you feeling, my guy? How you feeling?" No, I was just saying, you asked the question, Jay White. You said, "What does that mean?" I just want to know. Let me know what you asking, because I want to answer your question. So let me know what you're speaking about right there, man, because I want to answer your question. But back to what I was saying, man, like Ole Miss is the only SEC team in the 12-team playoff era to have reached the semifinals that in the 12-team playoff era, if I'm correct. Georgia has not done it. Texas has not done it. Alabama has not done it. LSU hasn't made the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know. This narrative of the SEC potentially wanting to break away from the NCAA, or now you wanted to expand the playoffs, but you haven't done enough in the 12-team era to where you've got gotten a team past the quarterfinals. You've only had one team get past the quarterfinals, but you want to expand it and make it even harder to get to the national championship game. If I'm the SEC, I'm trying to contract that thing or keep it where it's at. If I'm just saying, I don't know. It is what it is. Jay said, I came in, so I don't know the context in what you were referring. You think Ole Miss would be better without Kiffin? Okay. Do I think Ole Miss would be better without Kiffin? I think Ole Miss in situational football will be better without Kiffin, and I'll expound on that. Kiffin, I give Lane Kiffin credit for building Ole Miss to what it is right now. Now, let's put some context to this. Right? Hugh Freeze, when he was in his prime, not the Hugh Freeze that we saw at Auburn the past 3 years, not that Hugh Freeze, but Hugh Freeze in his prime increased Ole Miss winning percentage every year except for his last year. He won more games every single year when he was at Ole Miss, except for his last year at Ole Miss, when he won like 5 games. But every other season before that, I think he won like 7, 8, 9, 10 wins. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that 5th year is when you saw that regression and he won 5. But then we all know what happened there. So the narrative about Ole Miss not being able to win at Ole Miss, I think that is more of just the brand of Ole Miss, if you ask me that question. Now, Lane Kiffin had to come back in and rebuild that up. And of course, he came in at a time with NIL. Grove Collective was able to get money. Grove Collective was able to have a nice, NIL fund going on there. And so that helped him as well, too. I think in situational football, Lane Kiffin kills himself. He hurts himself. And I go back to this. You go back to last year when Ole Miss played Georgia in the regular season. Ole Miss went to Georgia, right? Ole Miss had a 12-point lead going into the 4th quarter, right? I think they had like a 35-23 lead or something like that going into the 4th quarter. They end up losing the game by like 3 points in the 4th quarter. Georgia ended up scoring like 15 points 14, 15, 17 points in like the fourth quarter, something like that. Reason being because you had Keywan Lacey in the backfield, who ended up being the second leading rusher in the SEC. You did not hand the ball off to him. You kept throwing the ball with Trinidad Chambers. Trinidad Chambers went like 1 for 9 in the fourth quarter against Georgia for like 6-7 yards total in the fourth quarter. You had a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter. You could have won. You could have had a big win on the road against Georgia. And that could have set you up to where you could have potentially played for an SEC title. Something that Ole Miss had not done ever. Still hasn't done. I think they got an opportunity to do it this year, to be completely honest with you. But I think in situational football, Lane Kiffin hurts himself. He does. Now, fast forward, right? Fast forward to the college football playoffs, quarterfinals game. Georgia is up, 20-13, 24-13 against Ole Miss in the right after halftime. What does Ole Miss do? They give the ball. Keywan Lacey got hurt, but they gave the ball to Keywan Lacey, and Keywan Lacey sprinted for like a 79, 78-yard touchdown run. Reset the game. And then from there, Trinidad Chambers took off. Trinidad Chambers took off and did what he did and did what he needed to do and brought them within 18 seconds of potentially going to a national championship game. I just think that defensive-minded coaches have a different perspective of what the game looks like. And that's what Pete Golding was. Pete Golding is a defensive-minded guy. And he knows that I'm going to play towards my defense. Ted says this all the time. When we had this conversation about it, Ted says this all the time. Like, if you have a defensive-minded coach, defensive-minded coaches are trying to win the game majority of the time, not put up stats and put up points. He's going to play towards the fact of trying to win the football game. I think stuff like that. And that's just what I think. I think when you have that type of thing like that, when you have that at the helm, instead of trying to put up extra points, put up more points for show, instead of just trying to win the game, I think that's what I think you end up getting. I think you end up getting what you had with Pete Golding, and Pete Golding ends up beating Georgia in the college football playoff and potentially being 18 seconds away against Miami for playing for a national championship. Conklin said, my team to watch this season is Ole Miss. I think they have it as good a shot as any to win the SEC and play for the national championship. Yeah, a lot of people talking about this Ole Miss team, bro. They saying Lane Kiffin's gone, Charlie Weis is gone. You got to remember, John David Baker was on that staff, even though he was a position coach, and he was when he left, he went to go call plays as well too. So he's coming back. Shout out to Bubba. Bubba said he thinks that Ole Miss is going to play faster with John David Baker. And then you look at the defense side of football. You look at what Ole Miss did on the defense side of football. Ole Miss brought in they still have Will Elko there. They brought in Centurion Perkins. Then they went and got Luke Farrelly from Clemson, who was enrolled at Clemson. You know, he played at Cal and went to Clemson, was enrolled at Clemson. He left Clemson and went to Ole Miss, went to Oxford, Mississippi. He's now one of the linebackers there. Keaton Thompson, who was the linebacker at Baylor, he is now at Ole Miss. Probably one of the most solid pickups of the offseason for any team in the SEC. One of the most solid, quiet pickups. He's gonna be a force in the SEC. And then of course you got Antonio Kite. You got Jay Crawford, who was from Auburn, who is now on that defense side of the football. Ole Miss's defense is gonna be great. Ole Miss's defense is gonna be pretty damn good. Like I'm telling you, the depth. Do they have enough depth? Is probably a question. I think they probably do. But offensively, you went and got Jonte Cook, who was at Syracuse, who played at Texas as well. He's going to be on the outside catching passes. Keywan Lacey, who was the second leader rusher in college football, he's back on that in the backfield. Trinidad Chambers, best quarterback in the league right now, he's back. So complete team, yeah. I don't see why Ole Miss is not getting more love than what it is, in my opinion. So we're not going to talk about Pete Golding's defense in Athens. Well, when you got an offense, when you have an offense that is going 3 and out, and the defense has to keep going back on the field like that and stuff like that, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think you have to play some type of complimentary football, which is the reason why I'm an Auburn fan, and that is my concern about Auburn this upcoming season. Can Auburn what Alex Golesh did on the offensive side of the football by playing fast and not being able to have a offense that can, like, if you're up by 6, if you're up by a touchdown, if you're up by 4 points late in the game, not having that style of offense to where you could just sit on the football for 5, 6, 7 minutes. It's 8 minutes left in the game, and you can just sit on the football for 5, 6, 7 minutes and just drain the clock out. That is my concern about Auburn. I don't have any concerns about Auburn being able to score the football and score the football quick. My concern is when you get in those tough, tight games and you have to sit on the clock and you have to sit on the ball for a long period of time, I don't know if Auburn's going to be able to do it just because of the way the offense is set up. That's what it is. He said Lane got aggressive against Georgia because the defense couldn't stop Georgia in the second half. So, yeah, when you coach like that, it may backfire. Couldn't stop them in the second half. That's interesting. You could stop them in the second half, but you had a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter. They only scored like 23, 24 points going into the fourth quarter. So the defense apparently was doing their job. Like I don't know if I can rock with that one right there. I think Lane Kiffin was trying to put on. I think he was trying to put some mayo on that mustard. You know, he's trying to get some style points, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I think. You had a 12-point lead. It was either 9 or 12, one of those numbers, going into the fourth quarter. That is enough. If you have Keywan Lacey in the backfield, who you can just hand the ball off to and just be like, go, we're gonna ride you, big dog. We're gonna ride you in this fourth quarter, big dog. If you have that, I think that is enough. And with the way the defense had held them to under 30 points in the first three quarters, I think that's enough to go win a football game. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Also, can't wait to see can't see how you and Bob Brown games translate today. Man, I think Bob Brown's gonna translate pretty well. But like I said, my concern about Auburn's offense is when it comes to the late games, when you're in tight games and you have to sit on the clock for 5, 6, 7 minutes to go win a football game. I don't think the offense is built that way to do it. So hopefully I'm proven wrong by that. Hopefully I am proven wrong by that. And we see that happen. So it is what it is, man. Ole Miss scored on the first 5 possessions in that Georgia game. Yeah, they did. And the defense held them to like under 30 points then for the first 3 quarters. So I don't know. He said Auburn will surprise a lot of people, bro. I'm with you. I think Auburn gonna surprise a lot of people too. But here's the thing, man. I think Auburn. Right now, I gave my prediction about it. I have Auburn's floor at 6-6. I have Auburn stealing at 9-3. Is where I have Auburn. Right now, I'm somewhere between that 75-84 range is where I'm at. I think Auburn. Speaking of Ole Miss, I think Auburn can actually go to Oxford and win that game. I think they can. I think Auburn can go to Oxford and win that game. I think Auburn can beat LSU at home. I think Auburn has an opportunity to beat Tennessee on the road as well. But you got to give Josh Heupel his credit. If you're going to get the same credit to Lane Kiffin, you got to give Josh Heupel his credit as well for being able to have quarterbacks every single year in his system to be able and then have offenses that do it. Last year, I was against Tennessee. I was like, Tennessee's not going to be good. Tennessee's not going to be great because you had the first trade in college football. Nico Iamaleava went to UCLA. Joey Aguilar came from Appalachian State to UCLA, then to Tennessee at the latest hour possible. What did Joey Aguilar end up doing? Being the leading passer in the SEC last year? Yeah, I look at it and I say, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. So it is what it is, man. Alex Gold is one of the better offensive play callers in college football. I agree with you there. We're going to see what he does on the plains too as well, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, 53 minutes after the hour. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. When we come back, man, we're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to get you ready. We're going to get you ready for the rest of your morning here, man, as well on the pregame playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat for interacting with me, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank y'all so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you.
Yeah. Big pressure. What? Hey, turn me up. She thought it was wet. I'm the finest, can't nobody top me. Nobody more money, ain't no cheat that can stop me at all. Face card valid, yeah, it's locked, no copy. She cute, but she broke, that's not me. Nah. Big pressure when I step, they watch me. Talking receipt, get popped like wasabi. Whole lot of cash, yeah, pile up sloppy. Big racks, I'm the one, ain't no other can block me. On little tone when I talk, that's power. Walk in the spot, I control the hour. Pretty little face, but I stack like a tower. Money get long, yeah, it grow by the hour. I don't do cheap, everything top tier. If it ain't money, I don't even heal. She want the light, but she ain't got guilt. I been that girl, let me make that clear. On hair laid down, but my mind on racks. He wanna talk, I ain't texting back. Counting it up, yeah, I double that. She want the shine, but she fumbled it. I'm the finest, can't nobody top me. Nobody. More money, ain't no chick that can stop me at all. Face card valid, yeah, it's locked. No copy, no copy. She cute, but she broke, that's not me. Nah, big pressure when I step. They watch me, talk on the slick, get popped like wasabi. Whole lot of cash, yeah, pile up sloppy. Big racks, I'm the one, ain't no other can block me. On me, ain't no debate, I'm the one, no ties. Look how I move, yeah, I stay on their minds. That is the life, yeah, I say it with pride.
Everybody wants to look like a star when they step out, including you. That's why Hollywood Media got you covered. From clean portraits, corporate events, and even athletic events, they capture it all. These ain't just pictures. This is your moment. Follow now on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood Media. Feel like the star you are.
You're listening to the coolest playlist. The pregame playlist is in your ear.
Tennessee nights. Sun going down on a 2-lane road. Dust in the air, got a slow ride roll. Chicks from the boys, man, pull on through. I said, 10 minutes, I'm sliding through. Oh, truck humming, radio loud. Small town living, we don't need a crowd. Hand on the wheel, breeze rolling in. Another southern night about to begin. It's them southern nights, cold beer, firelight. Laughing with my people, everything ain't right. Yeah, we living life in them southern nights. Stars hang low, time moves slow. She looking at me like she already knows. One spark, one touch, just one time. That's how it goes in them southern nights. Bonfire lit out in Millersfield. Tailgates down, that's the deal. She walked up, moon hit her face, had me stuck, yeah, right in place. Red cup talk, leaning in close, laughing about things we ain't post. Little bit of tease, little bit of vibe, got me thinking about later tonight. Heartbeat jumping, can't play cool out here tonight, breaking all rules. It's them southern nights, cold beer, firelight, laughing with my people, everything right. Yeah,
You're now listening to the pregame playlist on the Water Cooler Sports Network.
Yeah. Late nights, city lights. You know what it is. You hit my line after midnight. Say you outside tryna slide right. Windows down while the bass ride. Boy, you dangerous, but I like vibes. We ain't worried about the sunrise. Got the whole city in our headlights. One night turned into real life. Yeah, we outside tonight. Outside tonight.
outside tonight.
Outside tonight.
Yeah, pull up blacked out, yeah, the 10 low. Go cross, hang while the wrist glow. Whole team eating, that's the big goal. Came from stress, now we live mode. Back then, they ain't see the vision. Now every move got attention. Stay solid through the tension. Now the city treat me different. I ain't perfect, I got scars too. Still thank God what we got through. You the type, make a boss move. That energy feel hard to lose. Let's ride.
For real. You hit my line after midnight. Say you outside tryna slide right. Windows down while the bass ride. Boy, you dangerous, but I like vibes. We ain't worried about the sunrise. Got the whole city in our headlights. One night turned into real life. Yeah, we outside tonight.
Rooftop views and designer sense. Conversations got deeper sense. Everybody switch for relevance. You stay solid through all of it. I got dreams bigger than my section. Still move smart when I'm stepping. Every loss turned into lessons. Now the whole vibe feel like blessings. Tell the driver keep rolling. Night young and we locked in. Your voice got me focused. Can't fake this emotion.
Locked in
For life.
Maybe this could be something more than just
Get your
a
morning
nighttime.
started. Yeah, with the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here on the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We have come, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of another show, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with us in the chat, man. Shout out to Jay White, rocking with us, man. Appreciate you so much, man, for coming on rocking with us, man. My guy Cones Clips, what's up, man? Shout out to Cones Clips over there, man. Make sure Pulse Sports Radio, if you have not already, man, go ahead and subscribe to Pulse Sports Radio, man. I got Jimmy the Bag, I got Debbie Cab, I got Wine Time Sports, and of course, Cones Clips, man. Make sure you go subscribe to Cones Clips' personal YouTube page as well, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for continuing to rock with us, man. Here, this is what show number 18. It's show number 18 for the pregame playlist, man. So we appreciate that so much, man, for continuing to rock with us, man. Tonight, we'll be going around the cooler tonight, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be around the cooler. So we'll be talking SEC Media Days, of course, and we'll be recapping day 2 and day 3. So yesterday we'll be talking what Alex Golish and Auburn did, and then we'll be recapping today of SEC Media Days as well. So I'm telling y'all, man, y'all want to be a part of it, come check us out on Around the Cooler tonight for the show tonight, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. If you have not already, man, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We have I think we have a pretty decent product, man. I think we have a pretty great product, man. And we want you all to tell a friend to come and be a part of the show, man. Come be a part of the show, man. Come be a part of the community. Come sit around the water cooler with us, man. We have a great time every single time we sit down, man. So shout out to you all for rocking with us, man. And we appreciate it. And you know, man, this is the end of the show. Mr. 21 saying losers out. Shout out to Mr. 21, aka Ed Darby, man. We appreciate you, my guy, for rocking with us, man. Y'all know what it is. When we get out of here, man, I like to leave with a quote of the day that you can just kind of think about, you know, something that you can simmer on and see what's popping, you know, for the rest of the day and things and stuff like that. And ladies and gentlemen, today's quote, it comes from none other than the man himself, Vince Lombardi. And Vince Lombardi says these words. He says, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence.
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. You all have a great rest of your morning. You all have a great rest of your day. We will see you tonight on Around the Cooler, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have a great one. You all have a good one. You all be blessed. You all stay fresh. We'll see you later on, man. Good morning. Y'all have a great one. We out. Peace.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.